Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to Power Automate Desktop Training Tutorial. My name is Vishal Bamrani, and in our session today, we will continue to learn the Excel actions provided by Power Automate Desktop. The action that will be covered is Run Excel Macro. Let's see how we can make use of this action to perform some quick manipulation of the Excel data using Power Automate Desktop. But before starting implementation, I hope you all must have watched my previous videos and have a good understanding of all the Excel actions covered so far. If not, I would request you all to take some time out and watch all the videos to get a better understanding of all the Excel actions. So let's start with one of the most important actions when dealing with Excel application, which is run Excel macro. Here, as you can see, it contains just two properties. First is Excel instance and second is macro. I've mentioned their individual descriptions for you all to refer. Let's see how we can make use of Power Automate Desktop to run an Excel macro. But before implementation, let me quickly show you our input file, which is an Excel SM file. It means it is a macro enabled file. Let me open this for you. So this is how our data looks. So here we have to delete column E and delete the last row using an Excel macro. Now to open the editor, let's click Alt F11. As you can see, a macro is already created under the name of macro1. Here we are deleting column E, which is part of our process. And then we have to delete the last row. So here I am finding the total row count in row count variable. And using this variable, I'm deleting the entire row. Let me close this editor and let me close this file as well. Now to run any Excel macro, we have to first launch our Excel SM file. So let's open our Excel file first. Open the following document. Let me select our file and save this action. Now we have an action called run Excel macro. Drag and drop this action and it will open for you. The Excel instance variable is already selected. Under macro property, we have to type in our macro name, which is macro1. That is all we have to do here. Click on save. And now let's close this file. But before saving, let's save it as well. Save this action and let's run this flow. So it will open the file, it will run the Excel macro for us, and it will save the document and then close it. Once the execution completes, we'll check our input file. That is complete. Let me show you our input file, whether or not our steps have been performed or not. Great. So column E and the last row that was present with serial number 6 has been deleted. Let me close this file. Now let's take up one situation wherein we have to give an input to our Excel macro using Power Automate Desktop. Now this input can be a text, it can be a number, depending upon our requirement. Let's see how to achieve this. But before this, we'll have to make changes in our Excel macro as well, right? We have to allow it to expect an argument. Let me press Alt F11 to open the editor. Here, to take an argument as input, between this parenthesis, let's create one argument as input text as string. Okay, let me save this. Here, we'll just display what is our input text using message box. Let me save this again. Let me close this. Let me close this Excel file. Now you must be wondering how to give input, right? Here, let us create one variable using set variable. Now let's rename it as a given name as str input text to our variable, which contains some text which will be input to our Excel file. Now open run Excel macro action. Here, to provide any input, after the macro name, simply type in a semicolon. And if it is a variable, simply select that variable and click on save. That is all we have to do here. Let's run this and see if message box pops up or not. So we'll launch the XLSM file. Okay, so it is open for you. Let me bring it up. Now, as you can see, we have a message box which has our input text. Let me click on OK, and it will save the file and close the execution. So this is how we'll be dealing with input arguments when running an Excel macro. So this marks the end of our module. Thank you so much for watching this video. I would request you all to subscribe my channel for more videos. Also, I have listed down some suggested videos as well as the ones next in line for your ease. Cheers.